What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Blank Frank back again with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about scammer ruins his life. All right, so this kid, I know it's a kid, right? It's a kid. So this kid, I don't know what grade it was in, but I'm pretty sure it was either in high school or middle school. But this kid named Damien went to a private school where well, basically, yeah, this kid Damon went to a private school. Don't know what grade it was through, but I don't know. But I don't know what to tell you about that. But kid named Damien went to a private school, and what he would do for a living would be to scam his friends with kids at his private school out of their Xbox accounts. He was technically an Xbox scammer. I know this is very unusual, right? But so as y'all know, I think PlayStation has it too, but Xbox has this game sharing thing or like account sharing thing where like you can share your accounts or games with other people. What Damien would do was he would do that, but he would like backstab them or like betray them by like getting the information and stuff like that, and basically taking it and selling the people's accounts that he got. Like he gets like the info and then he like just sells the accounts because apparently Xbox accounts were like if you sold Xbox accounts or something like that, you gave it to someone, it would you would end up getting a lot of money from it. I don't know. I never knew that, but at that time it was I guess it was not rich, but you would just make a lot of money from it, I guess. So that's what he would do for a living. And to like a majority of the kids at his school, he did it to a lot of like majority of the kids at his school. He like just scammed them out of their accounts. And problem is, the kids that he did it to, they couldn't like they couldn't do anything about it because they were like at a private school. So yeah, like I was saying, the people kids couldn't do nothing about it because they went to a private school which their parents paid for them to go to, and you know how private schools be. Like if you do something wrong, you get in trouble, any threats or something like that, they'll most likely kick you out, and that'll just be lots and lots of money being wasted. Lots and lots of money your parents will be wasting just for you to go to this private school, just for you to end up getting kicked out because you try to fight a kid because he sold your Xbox account. Now, when you give away someone's Xbox account, they can't get it back. Not only can they not get that back, they can't get the friends they had. They can't get the game clips they had. None of the games. Nothing. Nothing. Everything is lost. Everything is gone. So, yeah, that's even bad. What's even worse is that they, I'm pretty sure the kids there were like so destined or just so mad to the point where they would actually want to fight him because to almost every person Damien had scammed their accounts, well, not scammed their accounts, had sold their accounts. He had okay, what was it, bro? My bad, yeah, my bad. But he would literally brag in front of them. He would brag it to the people. He would just brag it to almost every person he did it to, or every person he didn't do it to, and to brag to them and say how he had sold their accounts or something like that. And that just makes it even worse. Like you're rubbing it in way too much now. You're rubbing it in way too much. You know. So as he does this, some other kid, I don't know the name for this other kid. We're just gonna call him. Uh, we're just gonna call him. What's a good name? Simon. Let's call him Simon, I guess. So Simon, you know, because like I said, Damien does this often. He does this often to every kid. So Simon, since he does it often, he overhears it. He eavesdrops on the conversations and stuff like that. And he's friends with some of the kids. Some of the kids that got their accounts sold. You know, so he comes up with a plan to figure out how to get revenge on them. For his friends and stuff like that. So for some reason, not for some reason, but some schools do this. But at this private school, at the start of the school year, they would give out agendas. I guess it's like a little book or something where you get like all your personal information in. You could just write it down and stuff like that. Write stuff down in there, and you could just keep it. My middle school had this, but that was like a calendar type shit. But it really wasn't nothing about keeping personal information. I mean, nobody really used it. Not at the school, other kids didn't really use it. But since since Damien wasn't a backpack kid, like I said, he's not a backpack kid. He's one of the kids who walks around with with those binders. Those like zip up binders, just binders like that. He would just walk around with those in his hands instead of a backpack, instead of a book sack. And I'm guessing the agenda must have been in there. So since he does that, it would just be easier for him to try to find it or something like that. Try to look for the agenda and stuff like that. So his Simon had a friend who was like big and stuff like that, kind of. And I don't what should I call him? Call him Michael. So Simon had a friend named Michael who was big and stuff like that. And so he asked him, well, let me just get this off out of the way. Michael, which was Simon's friend, who was big and stuff like that, also had his account sold by Damien. So it was just even more better because he would be able to get revenge on Damien. Right. So Simon asked Michael, the big kid, to binder check Damien. Now, if y'all don't know what binder checking is where you like not run up on someone, either sneak up on someone and like smack their binder to the point where all the stuff in the binder would just fall out, right? So, and that way, they could end up one of them could end up finding the agenda, and so they just find this personal information. So I think either later that day, both Michael and Simon were walking down the hallway. They saw they saw Damien. When they saw him, they start walking up to him and stuff like that, to the point where Michael ended up striking and ended up binder checking Damien. Then everyone realizes that all the stuff out of Damien's binder was knocked on the ground. I think everyone was just shuffling around it, kind of just walking around them to the point where Damien couldn't really see who did it. So that was the perfect chance for Simon or and Michael to look around and try to find the agenda. So not Michael, but Simon ends up finding the agenda, and he ends up walking around, like walking somewhere, and ends up hiding it to the point you know, where Damien couldn't find or something like that. He ends up walking back, and then, you know, Damien comes walking around to everybody, all the kids walking and stuff like that, asking them where's his agenda. because he lost it because he had hurried up and scrambled to try to pick up everything that fell out of his binder when Michael had binder checked him, and so he ends up coming to Simon, and then so he asks Simon if he has his agenda. He's like, no, but he actually does. So he ends up going back and gets the agenda from that he hid, and he ends up going home. I mean, not going home, but just and he just acts like nothing bad happened. Just keeps it cool, acts normal, like not very suspicious or nothing like that. Acts normal for the rest of the day. Gets home where he starts looking through the agenda, trying to find personal information and stuff like that. And he finds his Damien's account information and all of his his Xbox account information and like the what you call it, bro, his email accounts and passwords, all the passwords and stuff like that. So what he ends up doing is like switching around some of the stuff. So he would say, for like instance, he would switch the expert password with one of his email passwords, stuff like that. Just stuff like that. So he did that to the point where where he knew that Damien would not be able to figure out what the password was, and he would just be locked out of the account. So next day, for school, the next school day, everyone realizes that Damien comes home. Not comes home. Well, I said comes home, but comes to school mad, trying to figure out why he got locked out of his account. You know, and so everyone he goes around asking everyone if he would pay them $1,000 because, like I said, he sold up like I didn't tell y'all this, but he sold up to like 8 accounts during that time. He like sold up to eight accounts. Got to the point where he sold up to 8 accounts, and like I said, they cost like a lot of money. He would make like $100+ from this. So he goes around asking people. He would give them, bribing them, trying to get them to see if they have his account password, his Xbox account password, and he would literally be willing to pay them $1,000 just to get his password back. And obviously, since majority of everyone didn't have it, they didn't take the money, so they just said, "Nah, they don't got it." Goes up to Simon. Obviously, Simon says no, but as he's asking everyone, you realize he just starts making this pure face to the point where he knows that he knows that someone did this for revenge and he deserves it. Everything that's happened to him, and till this day, because this happened some time ago, but till this day, this man Damien has not gotten his account back. He's not gotten the password back. So I mean, it is what it is, bro. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But if you do something wrong, karma's gonna get you, bro. But that's gonna be the end of the video. On the end of this video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Get me to 12 subscribers by the end of May, and I'm out. Peace.